So it's October 23rd and I'm in Trinidad, Colorado in 2018. We got a really good day today to go on the prowl and see if I can find some cars in this downtown area. So I've got my 2001 Chevy Suburban puller truck here. This is a factory tow haul setup, and this was the one that was owned by Al Lager, the world famous Porsche engine builder and race car builder. And we're going to go on the prowl and see if we can find some cars in Trinidad today. So sometimes when you do this, it helps if you just kind of let the car drive itself a little bit. Like if it kind of feels like it wants to go left, then let it go left. And then we do run a lot of alleys, and sometimes I walk, and sometimes I ride a bicycle, because it's really easy to overlook a car when you're in a car. So today, with the crew here and all, we're gonna just go ahead and look with our Chevy Suburban and see what we can come up with. So right now it's 12:49. Let's see how many minutes until I find us a car. I mean, you know, something cool. So we got three Mopars here. This guy obviously is either a vintage drag racer or he just likes old Mopars. We don't know which, but these are all three coupes, and these are all three original cars that look like they've never been repainted. They've got great patina. They're all there. It looks like maybe even one of them out of the three might run it. Let's take a look at it. So this one has 09 tags on it, which means that it likely hadn't been on the road for some time. But this is typical of the cars that you find in Colorado. You know, it doesn't have the usual rust like it would if it came from the southeast. You know, this one's obviously been drag raced. It's got Hoosier drag tires on it. But look at that fender. This fender is still the original thickness, and it doesn't have any Bondo in it. If this car was in Houston, it would have turned to crap a long time ago. So this is why we look for these cars in Colorado. This one's a really cool one too. I think this is a Cornet, I'm not sure. But it's a two-door. It's got the bubble glass in the back. Look at the patina that it's got. I mean, this is just a really awesome car. It's like exactly why we do what we do. Yeah, so this is a Cornet 440. And this very likely could have come with a slant 6 in it or a small V8. And it very likely now has a big block. He's got another one here, which is another 440, which is the same, either the same year or very close. And this one has the dog dish hubcaps in the back with a little bit bigger tire, so it's probably been a drag racer as well. And then if you look at this has obviously been modified heavily for racing. It's got a lightened bodywork. It's got a full cage and a racing seat. No doubt this car has been down the track many times and probably could be returned to the track. This is a battle-scarred veteran here, and an old school race car that's owned by somebody who really thinks these are cool. The engine's out of it. The engine's out of this right now, so I don't know where he's got the engine, but we're going to find out, and then let's come back and see if maybe we can put this one together and send it down the track. How cool would that be? Okay, so we're back on the prowl in Trinidad. We already found a couple of Cornet 440 Dodges, and I heard about a race shop outside of town here, and they have the national champion in the junior dragster, and they have a drag truck that they built, and we're going to go have a look and see what's up, and I'm going to tell some stories while we're driving out there. Let's see if Kelly's here. Yeah, looks like he's here all right. Hey, buddy. Hey Kelly, how you doing?
Good, you?
Oh, we're just, wandering around looking at cars today.
I hear you.
Yeah, you build race cars here, don't you?
We do.
Yeah, and you got a kind of a dog kennel at the same time.
No, just a couple of mutts right here.
Well, this is Randy, our #1 camera today. And Kelly said that he'd let me see his race cars if we walked back there and asked him real nice.
Right.
What do you say? Let's take a look at what Kelly's got here. Oh, we got ourselves a Junior Dragster. Very cool. So Kelly, this is one of the ones with the spec chromoly chassis.
Yes.
And that's a Briggs & Stratton that's all billet.
Right.
Okay, and this races typically in an 1/8 of a mile?
Yes, 1/8 of a mile.
Okay, what's the national record for an 1/8 of a mile in this?
Don't know.
Not sure?
Not sure. Not sure. There's a bunch of different classes.
Okay, there's all different classes. And your son drives this?
Right.
He's 9?
9 years old.
What's his name?
Callum.
Kellen. That makes sense.
Right.
It's beautifully painted. This is an awesome car, and that must be his bracket?
That's the time he runs. Yeah, he can't run any faster than 1190.
Right, so if he's at 1193, that's about as fast as he can go. Yeah. Cool. Have you ever had this up at Vandermeer?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, Vandermeers are big supporters of mine. I appreciate everything they've done for me, and I always try to mention what a great racetrack that is. This has got to be a lot of fun for a family.
Oh yeah. We love it.
Maybe sometime we could meet him.
Yeah, but he's not in school.
That's right. You got to keep him in school.
Right. Right.
Hey, this is really a cool shop. I mean, you got your race fuel sitting there, and you got all your extra gear, and you might have a mud bogger around here somewhere.
Yes, we do.
That looks like a tire for a mud bogger.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. What is that, a 42?
That's 44.
44. Wow, that's huge. You're talking about a lot of broken axles with that?
Yes.
A lot of yeah. Just tough to build an axle strong enough to take that and move it, Well, I think behind me we got a drag truck here that you drive this one, right?
I do. I kind of put my racing on hold because he's been racing all year.
Yeah. And tell me about this truck. Is that another chromoly frame under there?
It's not a chrome ball. It's just a full chassis.
It is a full chassis.
Full chassis.
And then it races in which class?
That is a Super Pro.
Okay. And then at this altitude, what will that run?
It'll run 9s.
9s. Wow, that's got to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Can we take a look at it?
Yeah, we can uncover it.
All right, I'll pull the cover from this side. So this is a small block?
Small block, yeah.
Okay.
434.
A small block 434. And this runs what fuel?
This runs a high octane fuel with nitrous.
With nitrous.
Yes.
Okay. And when did you build this?
I bought this at Oklahoma.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought the chassis at Oklahoma.
And did it come in that color?
It did.
It did?
It did. That's one of the reasons we bought it. Kind of like that color.
Yeah, okay. And so this is another family affair where the whole family goes when you take it out? Nice.
Yeah, I got a daughter and my wife and my boy. Like I say, he.
All right, so tell us about the transmission setup on this.
It's got a power glide, it's got a trans brake in it. So when you leave the line, you're just basically holding a button, locks reverse and first gear together, and
Right,
that's how you get them hard launches.
right. And what gauges are you running there?
They're all auto meter.
Autometer, yeah, that's pretty standard. And there's your bottle there.
Yeah, nitrous works.
That's a nice big bottle of it, too. And does that come on from the first second, or do you just
It comes off full throttle on the gas pedal.
on full
Set
throttle?
up, yeah.
Okay.
That's how- you can set it up so many different ways.
So you can leave the line without it in.
Right.
Yeah, excellent. And what's it like up at the top end of the track? Is it shaky, or is it?
No, it's
It runs right on the ground?
Yeah, it's pretty well built truck.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And you pay for this one out of pocket?
Oh yeah.
Wow. You like to go racing, huh?
Yeah, we do. I've been racing for 20 years,
Yeah.
plus years. So,
Yeah.
so.
Very cool truck. On another day, I'd like to start it, you know,
Oh, yeah.
maybe meet you up at the track,
Yeah, we could do that.
you know. Is there anybody else in town that you really like to race?
No, there ain't too many people racing around here.
Not in this area. There's not that many racers,
Right.
huh? Yeah. Well, tell me about the rest of your shop. Is this a machine shop too?
No, we just do a truck repair,
Well,
motor repair, we do a little welding, we do a lot of road service and towing.
right. And then you're a dealer for the
U-Hauls.
U-Haul dealer and for the tires.
We carry a bunch of different.
You carry different tires, right? Yeah, you gotta make a living
And
somehow.
it's all for sale.
Right, right. Let's check out the shop. Okay, so I heard you got a Myers Manx.
Yeah, we just picked one up.
Yeah, you don't know much about those.
Well, no, not that one.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, a Myers Manx was the first of the California dune buggies that you could put on a shortened VW platform, right? So you could build the motor up to make it pretty fast, and it was cheap.
Right.
So I used to see them off-roading in Colorado and stuff, but I haven't seen one in a long time. Let's go take a look at it.
Let's go.
Okay, so what you have here is your basic 1960s style fiberglass body bolted to a shortened VW pan. And these used to get built in people's garages and backyards all over the place. And they're cheap and they're fun. And it looks like this one's all there. Have you driven it?
No,
Haven't started it yet?
nope. Haven't done nothing with it.
Well, you know, we should probably send these pictures to Bruce Myers. He's out in California, and he'd probably like to know about this car here in Trinidad. Amazing. I haven't actually seen one up close in a while. You know, the El Jabal has a shrine patrol, and they use these in the Denver area. There's about a dozen of them that they use for parade use, and they're all painted in El Jabal colors. And they're on our shot list, and it makes me think, seeing this, that we should get in touch with them because they actually got licensed to build a specific fiberglass El Jabal Myers Manx buggy. And I know where to find them in the Denver area. There's actually 2 extra bodies. So we could rebuild a brand new El Jabal Shriner version of a Myers Manx. If we had the wherewithal to do that, we would do it. And we would be those guys, you know. Very cool. Still has the VW speedometer, ignition.